I came home yesterday from the internship, and this week we have butchered lamb, so that was very good for me to learn, since we are going to butcher our lambs this weekend. Tova put calf's tongue in brine, so it would be ready for when I come home. And it's ready today, so I need to boil this tongue now for an hour or so until it's very tender. It has maybe been laying in the brine a little too long, since it was 800 grams. It's salt and thyme and allspice berries and peppercorns. I have never done this before. I'm following a recipe from a book called Odd Bits. It seems to be a very interesting book with recipes of odd bits from the animal, but today is not so usual. This is turning into a cooking channel. I got some carrots and onions and garlic, and then I'm gonna put in some black pepper and allspice berries after it has cooked up. If there is some foam or something you need to remove, you don't want to put the spices in before it has cooked up. It's really hard to find tongue in the store today, so you have to do it yourself here. In Finland, where my family lives, there you can find tongue in the stores sometimes. I guess it's because it's a really sensitive bit that turns bad very quickly, so you need to eat it up. No foam on the top. Guess I'm just gonna felt a little bit small amount of spices, but I guess the tongue is good as it is. I guess it's not weird that we are doing a lot of cooking here. All that we are doing here evolves around food. The sheep and the pigs and the rabbits and the chickens. It all comes down to making the best food possible, and in the most sustainable way as possible. Real nutrient-dense food from start to finish. That is really important to us. While the tongue is cooking, I'm gonna make a tripod so we have somewhere to hang the lambs up when we butcher them. We've got this. I haven't used it before. Block and tackle kind of thing. It's getting dark so fast now. It's 6 o'clock and the sun has already set. This is how I was taught on how to tie a tripod from when I was little. and under, over and under. At least 3 times. Then you get something that looks like this. And after that you want to tighten it up, coil the rope around these spaces in the middle a couple of times. You see what I'm doing? I tighten the ropes by coiling it around here in the spaces. Just like that. Now maybe you have learned something new, or you know a better way of doing this. But this has worked for me. We have used this method for making the tripods and lifting up the big logs on the house. So it should be sufficient. Now I don't know if I can raise this tripod all by myself. It's a little bit too long maybe. Okay, so I guess the tongue is ready now. It has been cooking for about 2 hours, a little more. In the book it said that you couldn't cook it too long. I'm supposed to peel the skin off while it's hot, otherwise it will not be peeled.
Är det så? Bränner du det inte?
So I have got a bowl with cold water here that I can put my hands in, so it will be easier. Or ow.
Börjar bra.
Looks good. I have never eaten tongue that is straight from the pot, hot like this. I've only eaten it as thin sliced cold meat. I think it's a success. Really good. Here Tuva is now salting the pelts. Hur säger man det? Skins.
Skins. I'm gonna prepare them next spring, so I'm salting them and keep them in salt until then. And make sure you have salt in every corner, or else it starts to decay in the edges and start losing hair, so you have to have salt everywhere.
And you are doing this because it's the best drying time in spring.
Yeah.
So when you're preparing them,
Yeah, we don't have electricity or fans or stuff, so I need to have the spring sun and spring winds that dries the pelts when I have washed them. If they have to,
if they are wet.
yeah, the pelt has to be dry within 24 hours, or else it will start to loosen. So I need the spring winds. Now in the autumn the humidity is too high, so it won't dry as good. So this is a spring activity.
As with every project we are doing here for the first time, something needs to be built. So I just made this large cutting board out of scrap wood we had from the roof building, because I don't want to use this table to cut the sheep up. The birds are shitting everywhere here. Yeah, so this is one that we can bring to the stream and wash up and then store away. We were thinking about filming the slaughter, but it felt a little bit intimate, or how to say. First I was thinking that we maybe slaughter one and then film the others, but since we are new to this, this process takes time. So the whole day went by yesterday just to slaughter 3 of these. At my internship a couple of days ago we slaughtered 24 lambs, and it went a lot faster. Then I was mostly watching and making a few cuts here and there, and it's easier than slaughtering pigs. And they also, at the internship, they have these machines and ways to take off the skin easier than when you're doing it manually. These are pretty small lambs. This was on 11.5 kilos as it is now. There is a channel called Scotteria Project, and he's a guy that butchers pretty much everything on his channel and shows really good how to do it. And I guess if you never have butchered, it can be quite daunting to just watch a YouTube film and try to mimic. But I'm happy I got some experience just these past couple of weeks at the internship. So it doesn't feel as daunting, but it still is. I don't really know what to do. The way they did it at the internship, most of the meat became minced meat. I guess when they are this small, these heritage breed lambs, it's pretty hard to get fine cuts out of them. This dangling was not making it easier.
Räkna ribs.
Ja, på filmen, man hur gjorde jag? The fillets are so small on these ones that they become nothing if you try to make food out of them. There is probably better ways of doing this. You can use a saw straight in the middle, but either way you still have to get rid of the bones. I feel I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's gonna become edible anyway. They are so thin that there is not much to, if you want to make some ribs, there is not that much meat here, so we are making minced meat out of all of this, and also bone broth on the bones after that. There is probably better ways of making finer cuts. We will have to learn that as time goes.
Va?
This was supposed to be a nice piece from behind the neck, but I didn't seem to succeed. Try on the other side.
Ja, bra, men
Va?
jag vill diska den här.
Ah. very small piece, but something. I don't remember what the name of this piece was. This we will probably brine and smoke. In Swedish it's called fårfiol,
Fårfiol.
violin.
Sheep violin.
Kutta där. Ser någon knä där. Ska träffa i lite, ja precis.
Så runt bara eller?
Ja, runt och av. Och så tar du den där flärpen, rundar till den lite. Liksom.
Och så.
Där satt färs. Ja, det här är klart.
Hopp. Vad är det här då?
Antingen någon stek. Vad vet jag. Det här kan du la helt stekt i ugnen. Liksom.
Hopp, det var en.
So, what did we get? Got some
Kotlett.
steaks.
Vad heter kotlett?
Steaks. And bigger steaks. Fuel. And just one of these, whatever this is supposed to be really good with just salt and pepper and in
In the
frying
back.
pan. No, this was in the neck.
Neck.
Behind the neck.
So it's not
in the back, in the
ryggbiff.
beginning of the back. But I messed the other one up, so this is supposed to come too.
So now only I got one and you got none.
And we got 3 of these left to butcher.
Nu är frågan, ska vi lägga in i påsar på en gång?
Packa. A lot of minced meat. And sausage, I guess. Sheep sausage. That's really nice. As with everything you're doing the first time, it takes a lot of time. And it's getting darker so fast now. Well, the lambs are butchered and we're gonna fry up some of the steaks. The neck fillets.
Good.
Really good.
Really good. Yep.
So I guess it's all worth it.
Yeah. Long days. Good reward.
So I guess that's it for this vlog.
So thank you for watching and see you in the next one.